Hey, I'm Heroic, and in this video I'm going to be showing off a mod I made for the WaraWara Plaza that restores some unused debug files. So as you can see, this already looks very different from the normal WaraWara Plaza. The first thing you might notice is all these question marks. But first, what is the WaraWara Debug? Well, when the Wii U initially launched, with system version 1.0.0, Nintendo had accidentally left in a lot of debug-related files for the WaraWara Plaza. Now, most of these are in such a different format, such early on in development, that they are incompatible with the version of WaraWara Plaza that the Wii U actually uses. So it's not as simple as just copying those files and replacing it over the regular WaraWara Plaza. And also I should mention that the moment the Wii U got any system update, 1.0.1 I think, these debug files were already patched out. So it was only available on the original 1.0.0 system version. But the thing is, the data is similar enough that we can manually translate that data from the old debug formats to a format that works with the retail WaraWara Plaza, which is what I did here. This is specifically the follow post file. There's many different files. This is one of the smaller ones. Some of them have up to 300 Mies. This one only has 30. So this one's a bit of a smaller one. You'll also notice that there's these DK signs here, or applications. These aren't actual applications. This is a generic stock logo that they used throughout many of the WaraWara Debug files. They have ones for many different franchises. This is just the Donkey Kong one they used. It's just named Follow. This is actually using such an early version of the WaraWara Plaza that there isn't actually, there wasn't actually this many this many applications. Instead, the version that the follow post WaraWara Plaza uses originally just had one. There was just one application instead of, how many is this? 8, 9, 10? So instead of 10 applications in the WaraWara Plaza, there was just one, presumably in the center. And so that's why it looks like here. However, there is also some grouping parameters that I believe are not present in the final WaraWara Plaza, only in these beta ones, that did group the Miis anyways. What this would look like, I honestly have no clue, but I tried reconstructing it in a way that made sense, so I kind of used those unused grouping parameters to kind of divide them among these 4 groups here. It starts down here in the bottom left and then goes counterclockwise in terms of the file. And we're just going to go in the order of the file, taking a look at each and every single one. All of these Miis are going to be available on the Mii library, MiiLibrary.com. By the time you're seeing this video, currently I haven't finished yet, but I am currently working on that. So the first Mii in the file is going to be this one, Mii616. As you can see, they say some Japanese text. They have a lot of replies, apparently. It is actually possible to save these Miis. On the retail WaraWara Plaza, they have their Mii IDs and such information zeroed out, which means you cannot actually save these Miis. They are invalid. However, that is not the case for these. You are actually able to save them. As you can see, I already have this one, but I can overwrite it. And yeah, it's actually possible to save these Miis to your Mii Maker, which is something that wasn't possible in the retail version. So And that has to do with the fact that all of these Miis do have valid Mii IDs. I think their console ID is zeroed out, but that doesn't really matter in terms of making sure a Mii is valid and able to be on your console. So, the actual number here of the replies is obviously capped at 9,999 plus on Wii U. However, the actual numbers listed in the file often go much higher. So whenever that's the case, I'll also mention what the real number is. In this case, it's 100 million. So, yeah. The text here is obviously in Japanese. This is the only official version of the text. However, translating this into English gets you something like, "I'm feeling normal," is what this text is saying. And you'll see here, for the next few Miis as well, this is most likely testing the emotion, the expression that they're displaying right here, which is the normal expression. So that seems to be what this is testing here. This Mii is actually unique in that they are kind of in the final version of WaraWara Plaza. Specifically, they are almost the same, not exactly the same, but almost the same as the Wii Menu Mii number 1 in the retail WaraWara Plaza. If you compare the Mii Studio codes, which is literally just taking the Mii face and ignoring any extra data, including stuff like names, and you compare the Mii Studio codes between this Mii and the Wii Menu Mii number 1, you'll see that there is literally only one difference, and that is the favorite color. Whereas all Wii Menu Miis have a white favorite color. So, but all these Miis also have a creator name of No Name, which is... I think you're getting tired of seeing this one. I'm going to move on to the next one and continue talking about this. So the next one is this Mii. Once again, very many posts. Specifically, the number is 99,999,999. So, yeah. Anyways, and this text translates to, "I'm having fun." So, all the creator names for all the Miis here are No Name, which is very interesting, because normally you don't have to do that. You can set a completely blank creator name. However, No Name is typically only reserved for Miis who are meant to have a blank name, but obviously that would break the Mii, so they instead set it to No Name as the name. But you can have a blank creator name, so why they're all set to No Name is, I'm not sure, and very interesting. So yes, this says, "I'm having fun." Once again, you can indeed save these Miis. They all do have correct and valid data. They all also have a console max set, which is interesting. All of them are set to be made on a Wii U. All of them also have copying and sharing turned on, which copying is a unique one. Normally, Miis do not have, or officially made Nintendo Miis do not have copying turned on. So that is interesting. Okay, next Mii is this one right here. This one says, "I like it," which is displaying the like emotion. The last one was displaying like a fun emotion. Once again, these are all most likely testing the emotions. As you can see, this one actually does have a low enough number that it can be displayed. 1,234. But yeah. The last two Miis, so the first Mii was actually kind of in the retail WaraWara Plaza, but these last two Miis, including this one, are not. They're completely unique. They are not seen in the WaraWara Plaza. So, Yes, okay. This next one is also seen in the retail WaraWara Plaza. Similarly to the first one, they are HEYimHeroic number 4. The same actual me head and everything, just with a different favorite color, and obviously different internal information. This one is saying, I'm surprised. And as you can see, they have 7,777 replies. Now, in case you're wondering what these replies are, if, you know, previously when Miiverse was still alive, I could click this and it would take me to Miiverse and display a post with that many replies. That is not, unfortunately, not the case. Or maybe fortunately, if you're me, because that would mean I would have to catalog 100 million Miis. But no, that is not the case. You can literally set that number to anything, and the Wii U will display it, which is what the developers were doing here. They were just changing the number to whatever they wanted, and that's what happened. So, yes, once again, this is testing the surprised emotion, and that is actually it for lines that need English translation, or at least proper English translation. We're not actually done with the emotions testing yet, though, as this me is testing, as you can see there, I'm annoyed, is testing the annoyed expression with 5,656 replies. So this is actually really interesting, because it just changes to English in the middle of testing these for some reason. Yeah. Now, notice this me is me 634. It's kind of hard to see because they're moving around a lot, but that's 634. When we move to the next group, keep that in mind. So, okay, now we're moving on to the next group, and would you look at that? I'm troubled. The same exact me. I've done a byte comparison on the two me data files. They are literally the exact same me data file, just here twice, which is really interesting. The replies that they have, I believe, are, let's see, 110,110. So 110110. Obviously, this is testing the troubled emotion here. I believe this is the final emotion as well. I don't know if the WaraWara Plaza actually supports more emotions than this, but as far as the emotion testing seems to go, this is the end of it. So, it's also interesting because this me, who is clearly meant to be in the same group of testing as the last group we were just on, which we're testing all the emotions, is in a different group as the previous ones. I have double checked. This is correct. They are meant to be in a separate group from the 5 that we just looked at, which makes me really wonder what that group value was used for in the follow post WaraWara Plaza, if they didn't have separate you know, things. If it was all literally meant to be just under one giant Donkey Kong barrel, then what would that group ID have been for? I'm not sure, but it is interesting. Okay, the next me, I believe we're now getting into paintings. So yes, okay, so this me is saying awesome with a smiley face, with 8,787 replies. This exact drawing is actually used quite commonly in WaraWara Debug. I've seen it several times, and it is interesting to see it here as well. You won't see it. This is the only time you'll see it in follow post, but you will see it once I do videos like these for other WaraWara Debug files. You will see it pop up a lot more. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Okay. Next we have this me. 3 more exercise with a smiley face and some hearts, with 4,343 replies. I have no clue what 3 more exercise could be referring to here. One possibility is like a Wii Fit game, like Wii Fit U, maybe, which isn't entirely out of the question. Wii Fit U did release late 2013, and this obviously had to have been, you know, like early 2012 or 2011 or something, because it was during the Wii U's development. So I guess it's not entirely impossible to imagine that this could be referring to Wii Fit U, but it did release a little bit far from this, I think. I don't know, it's tough to imagine what exactly this could be referring to. Also, in other WaraWara Debug files, some of them are actually seen in promotional material, showing off Miiverse and showing off the Wii U. You will see many Miis and many posts that were shown off in trailers and stuff. So perhaps this drawing, like the awesome with the smiley face, was also reused several times, and maybe it was for Wii Fit. I'm not entirely sure, but considering this is literally all the information we have to go off of, for the time being anyways, I suppose the only thing we can do is speculate. So, next is this me, who saying, "I heart this game." Guess they're a big fan of Donkey Kong. Not any Donkey Kong game in particular, just Donkey Kong. With 2,929 replies. So, yeah. Little thumbs up. You'll notice as I go on, I kind of have less and less to say about each of these Miis, mainly just because I've kind of said mostly everything you need to know about the Miis and follow post in general, with the previous Miis, but yeah. So the next ones are gonna go by quicker, probably. Okay. The next group over here, this is the one that has the most. You can probably already see some very nonsensical posts, but yeah, in terms of the files, this guy is next. So it's LOL against a starry background and a face. 3,993... What? 3,939, sorry, replies. Yeah, pretty standard. Again, there's not a whole lot to say at this point. I've kind of already said said everything there is to say, so, yeah. The next ones are gonna go by shorter. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer on each of them so you can still get a good look at them, but yeah. So, this one is the first Mario-related one. What's inside, and it's the question mark block. Don't know what the little frowny face is about, though. As you can see, this post has exactly 1 reply. Seems like people had a lot less to say about what's inside than they did about "I'm feeling normal," where 100 million people replied to that. But no, you ask a question and you get 1 reply. That's... yeah. Did I? No, okay. I don't think I missed anything yet. Okay, and then this next me is right over here. And the second Mario-related post. This is also the last one in the follow post me's, but it's for Mario, or Mushroom for Mario, with 2 replies. And it is after this me that... Well, actually, let me see. Yes, so after this me, a few things begin to happen. One of them involves the reply count, so actually let me show you. Oh, and this me is also seen as Wii Menu Me number 2 in the retail WaraWara Plaza. Once again, just with a white shirt. So this me is saying 1 plus 1 equals 1. Which is not true, but okay. And this me has 100 million replies as well. Probably because they're so incorrect, but this is the point where the replies kind of start looping. So the first me that we took a look at also has 100 million replies, but the second me had 99,999,000, whatever. The next me we're going to look at is also going to have 99 million, whatever, which is this? Yes. As you can see, they're pretty happy about the fact that they are the only me to state a correct math problem here, because 1 plus 1 does indeed equal 2. And they're apparently the only me to notice this. But yeah, so they also have 99,999,999 replies, just like the second me. The third me we took a look at had 1, 2, 3, 4 replies, and the next me we're going to look at is also going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 replies. So this is where the replies just kind of like the count starts looping. Is right there. So yeah. Alright. Well, he's pretty happy about that. Whoops. I accidentally hit R. Okay, so this guy, they also seem to be looping the emotions as well, because the 1 plus 1 equals 1 me had a normal emotion. The last one we looked at had the I'm having fun emotion, and this me is having the I like it emotion. They're saying 1 plus 1 equals 3. Once again, they have 1, 2, 3, 4 replies. Yeah, pretty standard stuff. Yeah. You can kind of get the idea what the rest of the me's are going to look like from here on out. But, yeah, 1 plus 1 equals 4. She's incredibly shocked at this revelation she has made. Unfortunately, little does she know, she is incorrect. So she has 7,777 replies. Once again, the replies are looping. This is just the same number as the fourth me we looked at earlier on. Yeah, I like this one. I like this me. It's a good me. And once again, these are all... It's possible to save all of these to your me maker. All of them have correct data, which is really cool. I wish the normal WaraWara Plaza me's had this as well. So, before I move on, just take a wild guess at what you think the next me is going to say. Because I bet you'll never guess. She says 1 plus 1 equals 5. She's obviously clearly very angry about this. Perhaps someone told her she was incorrect. And she is angry that someone would correct her and is sticking to this truth, shouting it, stomping her foot. Because she believes so... Well, I don't know why I'm creating lore for the 5,656 replies. Yeah. They're just gonna keep increasing in number. Again, all of them are going to be wrong except for that one me in the orange shirt. So, yeah, not a whole lot to commentate on there. I believe you're the next one. Yes, 1 plus 1 equals 6. You're pretty bummed about this as well, because it's not correct. Once again, 110,110 replies, 110,110. Yeah. Okay. The next me is, I believe, this one? Yes. 1 plus 1 equals 7. What a shocker. And we are now back to the regular, normal emotions. I believe this, it will be like this for the rest of the Miis. In that they won't... Oh, look, she's dancing. In that they won't have any other emotions. I think they're all just going to have this regular one. So, 8,787 replies. You get the idea. You are next. 1 plus 1 equals 8. I can't wait to see what the next me has to say. 4,343 replies. Pretty standard stuff. And because the loop is so short, and there's 30 Miis here, we actually will see it loop again. It just won't be able to complete the loop. But yeah, the loop of the replies, we'll get back to 100 million again pretty soon. They're having fun back there. Okay, who's next? Okay, here we go. You. 1 plus 1 equals 9, with 2,929 replies. This is actually one of the Miis also seen in the retail WaraWara Plaza. This is specifically Parental Controls Mii number 1, which if you own a Japanese Wii, or sorry, Wii U, if you own a Japanese Wii U or owned a North American Wii U whenever it launched and then didn't update it for a while, then you will not have seen this Mii. Originally a PAL exclusive, originally only PAL Wii U's had the parental controls option, or icon, on the WaraWara Plaza, which was replaced with the Nintendo TV icon on North American and Japanese Wii U's. However, later on, once Nintendo TV shut down, the North American Wii U's got an update that replaced the Nintendo TV icon with the parental controls icon. It's long and complicated and weird, but yes, that is Parental Controls Mii number 1. And this, 1 plus 1 equals 10, 3,939 replies. This is Parental Controls Mii number 2. Once again, they obviously have a different favorite color. I believe it's pink in the retail WaraWara Plaza. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is. Yes, so this is a Parental Controls Mii number 2. So basically, if you wanted to see every WaraWara Plaza Mii on one Wii U, you need to have bought a North American Wii U before Nintendo TV shut down, then kept using it until Nintendo TV shut down, and then update your Wii U to see the Parental Controls Miis. It's pretty interesting. And then next we have you, who is Parental Controls Mii number 3. And this 1 plus 1 equals 11. I guess maybe if you, like... I don't know. So this is 1. If you're, like, physically adding the two numbers together, maybe. This is the last Mii in the follow post that you will see in the WaraWara Plaza as well. And just to show you, even though the WaraWara Plaza Miis, the retail WaraWara Plaza Miis, cannot be saved, these can. So, cool. And despite the fact that all of these Miis, I don't think I mentioned this yet, despite the fact that all of these Miis have Mii IDs, you cannot calculate a time and date. I'm gonna go to the next one and talk about this. Where you? So 1 plus 1 equals 12, 2 replies. So yeah, Mii IDs, it's possible to reverse the calculation process there and determine a time and date of when the Mii was created within like 4 seconds of accuracy with Mii IDs. And for many Miis, this is blanked out, this is zeroed out, so we don't get to see that. But for these Miis, they all do have Mii IDs set. However, this does not mean we can calculate a time and date, because all of them have their Mii IDs set to, like, this is Mii 724. His Mii ID is set to 724, just in hex. Which is not a proper time and date. We can't calculate anything from that, because this is just identifying the Mii as Mii number 724 in the Mii ID. So even though the Mii ID is valid, it is not a normal Mii ID, in that we won't be able to calculate a time and date, which is very unfortunate, but I'm pretty sure all of these Miis are randomly generated anyways, so I don't think it matters. Oh, they're dancing. 1 plus 1 equals 13. I believe... Let me see here. Yes, okay, we are back to 100 million replies. So someone was very upset and replied to this person's post 100 million times to tell them how wrong they were. I don't know. Yeah, so just a little thing about Mii IDs there. What else am I going to talk about? They're just stating incorrect math problems. I'm trying my best to provide the most interesting commentary I can. Okay, now we are done with that group as well. We're on to the final group, which only has 5 Miis. I think, if I know how to count. Yes, I do. Okay, you are next. 1 plus 1 equals 14, with 99,999,999 replies. Oh no, the emotions are looping back again. Never mind. But yes, as you can see here, he's doing the I'm having fun emotion again. That's cool. I think only the first 6 were really testing the emotions. I don't think this is also part of the emotion test. But yeah, who knows? I'm not Nintendo. And we actually don't have enough Miis here to do a full loop of the emotions either. So, the next Mii... Wait. We do, I think. Okay. 1 plus 1 equals 15. 1,234 replies. I'm kind of just rambling at this point. Yeah. I don't know. This is all pretty cool. I'm excited to take a dive into other WaraWara Debug files. I know there's some very, very interesting ones in there that I have not done this for. Follow Post just had the fewest Miis, and this is my first time doing like a mod like this, so, you know, sure, use it as a test. 1 plus 1 equals 16. He's so surprised. With 7,777 replies. Yeah. I'm excited to... I plan to do this for all of the WaraWara Debug Miis, but there's just so many. There's just so many WaraWara Debug files and so many Miis, it might take me a while. But, yeah. Remember, by the time you're watching this, all of this stuff should be on the Mii library, MiiLibrary.com, including all of the WaraWara Plaza Miis, including the Miis that you probably have never seen before, because they're only available on different regions at different times. 1 plus 1 equals 17, very upset at this, 5,656 replies. Yes, so all the, there's actually 101 WaraWara Plaza Miis, in total, if you count, and actually one Mii that is completely missing from all PAL consoles in the Nintendo eShop group. I think it's Nintendo eShop Mii number 4? I think? It's one of those. it should have a little banner above their head that says, like, region exclusive or something. So, you know, there you go. If you've had a PAL Wii U, not only are there the Nintendo TV Miis that you've never seen, but there's also a Nintendo eShop Mii you've never seen. So yeah, cool. 1 + 1 = 18, very upset. This is the last Mii. So that's awesome. This is Mii number 30. They have 110,110 replies. 110, 110. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope this was very interesting. It was fun to put this together. In the description, I'll link the mod download. It's only for North American Wii U's, but I don't think it should be difficult to port it to PAL or even Japanese Wii U's. Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard, but I'm not going to do that because I have other things I need to do. But, yes, obviously use the mods at your own risk. Do not permanently install this to your Wii U. I originally was trying to do that, and then I realized, oh, this is probably the easiest way anyone can brick their Wii U console. I should stop doing this and just make it an SD Caffeine mod. Because yes, SD Caffeine does work with the WaraWara Plaza. You don't really see it happen often because no one, I'm pretty sure I'm like the second person in the world to make a WaraWara Plaza mod. But yes, SD Caffeine does work with the WaraWara Plaza. You just open SD Caffeine and it automatically boots you back to the home menu. From there you can select your mod. So, use SD Caffeine. Do not, like, do what I was originally doing and do FTP to open up your NAND and try replacing it that way. That's a bad idea. If your Wii U ends up hanging on the WaraWara Plaza screen, then at the very least, it's SD Caffeine. Just reboot and it won't be there anymore. You know? You can't do that if it's in your NAND, so don't do that. That's a bad idea. Clearly it's working just fine for me, but just play it safe. Oh yeah, one more interesting thing I think I completely glossed over. I didn't place the icons like this, by the way. This was the Wii U automatically placing them. I thought it would be like here, 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 and here. No, the Wii U decided I'm gonna place it in the 4 corners for some reason. I literally just went in the order of the file. You know, I didn't skip around any of these icons or anything. This is just how the Wii U organizes it for whatever reason. That's weird, but okay. Yeah, alright. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something today. Have fun. Bye.